Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well. It's Wednesday today, well, it could be any day if you're watching this on catch up really. But I thought we'd do a little bit of strength as far as our legs and our arms, back of arms and wrists are concerned today. So get yourself a towel, any towel will do, doesn't matter. And it can be a pillowcase, tea towel, anything, but nothing too big. So you don't want a bath towel or anything like that, like a kitchen towel, yeah, or a hand towel. We'll do some work on our legs, building the strength into our upper leg, into our quads at the front of our thigh, and we utilize that continually through the day, everything we do. You know, let's think about getting out of the chair. Let's think about walking up the stairs. Let's think about just walking, getting out of bed, getting on off the toilet. Look, you know, we use it all the time. So let's build the strength there. We're going to look at the back of our arm, picking things up, lifting things towards us. All of those activities, we're using those muscles in the back of our arm and our wrists. Really important that we build the strength into our wrists. We utilize those again. But think about opening jars, turning taps, all of that activity. But also it's one of our main fracture points. So if we trip or anything like that, we put our hands out to stop ourselves. A lot of pressure through your wrist when you do that. So let's build the strength. Yeah, let's work on it. All right. Have a little bit of a circulation boost to start off with. I'm just going to put my towel down here out of the way. I've got the chair ready if I need it. All right. So we're going to have a little bit of a march. And when we're doing that march, we're going to bring those arms in for a swing as well. Make sure you've got a firm base to work from. You've got some external support if you need it. Think about bringing your foot off the floor, coming down, ankle through to your toes, all right? So think about ankle, feet and toes. When you come down onto this, you're coming down onto the ball of the foot and you're rolling through. We're not stamping down, so it's not flat feet, yeah? Okay, swinging those arms. Brilliant. Now, this you will do after you've done a warm-up or you've done a warm-up and a bit of cardiovascular. But if you haven't done any cardiovascular, you've just come from warm-up, this little bit of circulation booster again just gets us ready to go. All right, take your feet wide for me, and you can't really see my legs, can you today? Take your feet wide, and then you're gonna come down into a squat position. So let me come sideways on. Yep. Here, I've got support here if I need it. My bum is going back and my chest is staying lifted. So what I'm not doing is tipping from my hips. And likewise, I'm not letting my knees come forward, yeah? So imagine you're going to sit down into a chair, change your mind and stand up. Keep going with that. Working into your thighs. Do as many as you can. In our seated position, an option for yourself, feet wide again and a little bit of a jockey lift. So just lifting slightly off. We can use our hands down here to push ourselves a little bit, or if we've got support externally, just coming onto that support as well. Try and work into that front part of your thigh. If problems with your knees, you can give me a knee lift there. That will make this part of your leg work a little bit, but it's going to be more into your hip flexor really, which we don't necessarily want to focus on. We want to focus onto these legs. Keep that going. While you're doing it, think about your posture. So think about lifting tall out of your waist, taking your shoulders back and down. So you've got opening your rib cage, you're opening your chest, you're getting more oxygen into there, you're giving more capacity for your lungs to expand. Lifting here, we've got more room for the organs in here, and it's improving our core as well. Take a pause. Back of the upper arm, standing position firstly. Hands against the wall, but I want you to have your arms tucked in. So your elbows are tucked in here. Take a wide stance with your feet and press into the wall for me and back. If you feel a bit more of a challenge you want to take, hands onto something about waist height, sorry. Again, keeping those elbows tucked in, bring yourself forward and back. But work to what is right for you. Seated position. You can use your towel. Okay, with your towel, hold it with one hand onto your leg or press it down with one hand onto your leg, depending on what your grip's like. Hold it at the other end, and here, let me just come sideways a bit more, just push back, okay? So the arm is staying long, but we're not bending the elbow too much. We're not locking it out likewise, but we've got a little bit of a bend, and we're just pushing back. And just feel that bit of resistance there. Now don't let your shoulder turn, don't turn like that. Just push back and come back in. You might find that what you need to do here is just keep the arm long, perhaps have a can or something in your hand and just push back there. So you're feeling it into the back of your upper arm. Feel that bit of resistance. If you're in seated, once you've done one side, change and do the other side for me. So working into the back of your upper arm, lifting things again. So a bit of a common theme here. If we talked about coming down with those knee squats, we're talking about potentially coming down, picking something off the floor, bringing it in towards us. Back of the arms, strength is there for us. Okay, when you've done a few of those, take a little pause, think about your posture, and let's go back in and let's work into our wrists this time. So towel again, just fold it in half. Could be an old pair of socks, anything like that. One hand on top, one hand on the bottom. Squeeze and release. Yeah, squeeze and release. And that's our first movement. All right, give me a few of those and then we're going to add on to it. So we're going to squeeze and then I want you to bring your elbows in towards each other as you twist that towel. Release and release. So we squeeze, elbows come in towards each other as we twist. Don't take your elbows out. We want to really focus into the wrist here. So it's that motion there, not that motion there. That is not going to increase our strength. That there is going to increase the strength around here. That's where we want to work. Yeah? So hold, squeeze. Lovely. Okay. As many as you want of those. Don't do too many though. Around about 8 at the most. Okay, when you're ready, let's add the next level on. So squeeze, twist, and try and pull apart. Now you won't see a great deal of movement here, but you'll feel it, okay? And make sure you're not shaking while you do it. So squeeze, twist, and pull. And just feel that extra resistance you're having to put into your arms to make that move. Here again, working into those wrists. When you've done a few, change your hand over. So the other hand is on the top. Top hand tends to do a bit more on that last part of it, okay? So squeeze, twist, and pull. Release, release, release. Keep going. So we don't have to change the hands around with the first two because it's a squeeze and a twist. Both are working equally as hard. But what you tend to find when we do that little pull apart, the upper hand probably does a little bit more. So when you've done a few, change the hands over, twist and pull again and get that motion into the upper arm. Lovely. Okay. As many as you need of those, but again, no more than 8 on each side. And what you might want to do with that one, rather than do 8 on each side, is do 4 on each side, so you're doing a total of 8. All right, some movements there for you, for into your legs and into your arms, back of the arm and into your wrists. All important with everyday activity. Think about things like bending down to pick something up, lifting it up, putting it, bringing it into the body to lift it up. Those are all activities that we will do on a daily basis. So those you can keep doing them. And think about opportunities during the day when you could probably do them. This has been a quick upload onto Facebook, which then means I can load it back up onto our other platforms shortly afterwards, which I will do. For some reason, it tends to work a lot better on my phone this way. As always, any questions, any comments, any feedback, any requests, just let me know. I'm going to keep plugging away and bringing these little things to you. Some more three-dimensional movements coming a little bit later on down the line, but I'll keep doing these things. So if there's anything in particular you want me to cover, just let me know and I'll do it for you. Take care, look after yourself, and I'll see you real soon.